What is up, everybody? All the students at University of Surrey. We have our very first speaker at our event, so I'm super excited to just again have you guys introduced to her and kind of get a good behind the story, so that once you see her on stage you can really deeply connect with her company, with her business, and also like her journey as well. So this episode is just to have you guys introduced to all the different types of speakers, because all of them have amazing businesses, all of them are slightly different, but this will give you some idea, should you have your own business, how you might want to go about it. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce you. So give us your name, give us what your business is about.
So I'm Tamanna, Janjua, and basically I have a business called TJ Customizer. So it's thank you. So it's basically like shoes and clothing which I hand paint. So it started about, I'd say maybe about 2 years ago now.
Okay.
It's gone quite quickly, to be fair.
Wow.
But that was when I first started into like looking into the kind of paints and the resources that I'll need. Yeah. So yeah, that's my business.
Okay, so TJ Customs.
Yeah.
Cool.
TJ Customs.
Cool. Just want to make sure I pronounce that right. Awesome. So the first thing I want to kind of deep dive into is, first of all, yourself, because obviously what's great is that a lot of our audiences are university students. Some of them might even be in the local area, but I know they really resonate because you're a student. So kind of tell us, what you're studying, what year you're in, and how you kind of just been finding the year while balancing your business.
Okay, so I'm in first year and I'm doing media and communications. So it's not really like much to do with my business, so it's kind of quite separate. Yeah. But
do you like that, I guess?
Yeah, to be fair, because it's kind of like different through the day, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But keeping up with it though, I think it's a bit mixed, do you know what I mean? So it depends on how many orders I get during the month. Yeah. If I get quite a bit, then obviously like I'm not going out. I'm staying in my room, either painting or like doing uni work, stuff like that. So it's just the balance changes depending on the pressure that I've got from the business. Yeah. So yeah, it's varied. Like it's stressful sometimes, but other times it'll be quite managed. Yeah. So,
and let's kind of just maybe skip slightly backwards before you got to uni. So what were you kind of studying at A levels? Where was your head at in terms of like, were you always the kind of person who was like into business, or did it just kind of like come about? So,
to be fair, no.
Okay.
Like business hasn't really been something that I've been really like intrigued in like all my life. Okay. But A levels was quite crazy because I'm actually a year behind. Okay. So the first A levels that I did, I started doing biology, English, politics, and maths. Okay. That was disgusting. So
it's kind of tough mix, that one.
Yeah, because I initially wanted to do like journalism anyway.
All right.
But the college that I went to didn't have media.
Oh, I see.
So I chose like the English route and stuff like that, and politics and stuff. But then I got quite ill, so then I had to drop out. Okay. So then the next sixth form that I went to, I thought, you know what, scrap all of that. I'm going to do things I actually enjoy. Yeah. So then I didn't actually take business studies or anything like that.
Okay.
But I did art, media, and English. Okay. Literature. So that was totally different to what I was doing before, because it was more things that I actually wanted to focus on. Okay. Instead of forcing myself to do, the biology like tests like that.
So it's kind of nice you had that kind of bit of space.
So it gave me a bit of time to refresh what I wanted to actually do and think, hold on, is it worth going through all of this stress? And then, but business, like whenever people tell me they do business studies, I'm just like, oh my God, because like it's not really my thing. But it's kind of gone that way anyway. But I started doing drawings and paintings first. Okay. Because I've always been into art. So I did that at GCSE as well. Okay. So art-wise, I used to sell drawings and stuff beforehand. So like portraits and stuff, people would send me their picture and then I'd draw it and then stuff like that. That started, I think during school actually. Yeah. Yeah, so like from about year 9, year 10, I started doing that. Okay. And then after that, I started doing the shoes and stuff.
Nice. And I actually want to get into like the meat of it. So I know how exciting it can be to make money online. Definitely. Some of the businesses I've done, and again, like even like today, like some of you are going to purchase tickets for the events. Again, like I'll be asleep, but again, like I'll be a happy guy the next day. And to kind of take me through one of the memories when you made your first sale online, like maybe you had a friend set it up and then like something magical happened. Kind of take me through that process.
Well, I actually spoke to all of my friends about what I was doing and stuff like that first. So my first sale wasn't actually online, it was obviously through a friend.
Okay.
So one of my friend's boyfriends was like, oh my God, like you paint shoes, I'd love to get mine done. So the first pair that I did was actually a pair of grey Louis Vuitton print.
Whew, I've seen that one as well. It looks mint. Like.
Yeah, but after I did that, a lot of people were interested in that design. So I did quite a few of them. Yeah. But that was my first one. That was.
And how much do you normally retail? So, okay, you can't really say how much you buy it for, but how much do you normally like retail it on your website for, so that they can know, like, you know, roughly, like, you know.
To be fair, website-wise, I don't actually have a website at the moment.
Okay.
I'm looking into it, but it's social media is so powerful.
Yeah, but you have one on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's through a partnership.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's through something called the Custom Movement.
Okay.
So they're based in America.
Yeah.
So because of that, I get a lot of orders from America and like Canada and places like that now as well. Cool. But initially, it's just through social media and stuff. But then the partnership happened a few months ago. Okay. So that's that. But yeah, the first one, it was good. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like the first step towards actually making it a thing. Yeah. And having someone actually purchase your first order. Do you know what I mean? It's a big thing because of the fact that they're trusting you. Yeah. Because they're the first. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, trust me, I know the magic feeling.
Yeah, exactly. So since that, then
do you remember the day? Do you remember the moment?
Yeah. And then when he came to pick them up as well, he was really happy about it. And my mum was with me as well, and she was like, she spent, so much time doing it. She's so excited. But it was a big moment. Because it's like an achievement because it's your first step towards doing what you want to do. So it was a big thing,
That's cool, and then congrats for that.
Thank you.
Again, I can just imagine the moment. It must be sensational.
Yeah, it was good.
So, in regards now to like, you just, because I want them to really understand, like, sometimes these things don't happen overnight. I know obviously we're like 2 years in now regarding your business, but kind of take them through like, what kind of things kind of clicked in place for you to just like action take it? Was it just like, you're interested in art, someone gave you a pair of sneakers, you just started like painting it, and then someone said, oh, I might buy that? Like, explain the story kind of to me. So
what happened was, initially, one of my best friends was like, oh my God, I've just bought a new pair of trainers. Yeah. Can you custom them? Yeah. It never crossed my mind before. Okay. I was just like...
So why did she even like ask, like, can you custom them?
Well, he's quite a drippy kind of guy.
Okay. So like, he knows that you've got the skills. Can you do a little something?
But like, customizing is quite a big thing in America. Yeah. So like, I hadn't really come across it. I'd seen things, but it never really crossed my mind to actually start doing it. Yeah. So then he was like, can you do it for me? I was like, okay. So then it was then that I started actually looking into it. Okay. You can't use any kind of paints and stuff like that because everything's specialised to make sure that it lasts, because it's a piece of clothing at the end of the day. So you don't want it to just come off straight away. Yeah. So how
do you even that research kind of go about it? Like,
YouTube has everything. Okay. Literally, as long as you use.
That's what I mean, guys. It's all about the hustling. You got to find this stuff out.
I've rinsed it like every video. If you look at it on like customs, painting shoes, anything, it's all been watched. Wow. By me.
Wow, nice. That's good. That's good. And was it like over like a summer break, or was it just like in between like lectures? You'd just be like so focused on that. You wouldn't even like focus on like what's on the screen. It's like you need to watch this video and then the next video, next video.
Like that, Yeah. I'm not even joking. Like if there was a lecture that I know it sounds bad, but if it wasn't like too important, then I'd just be researching and stuff like that. Yeah. But online, there's literally everything. As long as you want to do something, you can actually do it. As long as you're passionate about it and you're motivated to start it.
So tell me again, like a quick like snapshot of the 2-year journey, like how you went from obviously it started a bit like a hobby. Your mum was kind of there. Now your mum's just like, I know she's like probably away doing some stuff like. It's not even like something I need to like watch and see what she's doing. Like I just know that that's what she loves to do. So kind of take me to that accelerated 2-year journey.
So obviously at the start it was kind of a small thing in the fact that not many people knew I was doing it and stuff like that. But it's just all word of mouth and putting it out there on social media and stuff like that. You really need to just make sure that you're pushing it as much as you can. And through the 2 years though, like my mum got used to me just sitting in my room painting, because that's how it got. You know what I mean? It's still like that now. Sometimes like, my friends are like, "Oh, can you come out?" And I'm just like, "I'm painting shoes." Stop. But it was literally just in my room, either researching, ordering paints, or painting shoes.
Nice.
And like I'd be getting like so many deliveries of shoes, and like the postman knew me by the end of it. I mean, like, yeah, you got another pair of shoes.
That's it. Nice.
But it was just like that, really. The whole 2 years was more just aims as well, in the fact that, okay, by the end of this time, I want to be able to have this many orders, or I want to get to this level, or I want to do this design. Do you know what I mean? So like this year, for example, I've got so many ideas that I want to push through, and I want to make sure that I actually invest in it more. Okay.
Do you have a few that you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, I don't mind. So like, I want to actually come up with a proper logo.
Okay.
That represents me as a person as well as my actual company.
Nice.
So coming up with the logo would mean that like, it'd be like brand identity, you know what I mean? So I want to kind of push through with that. And then on top of that, I want to, like little things, for example, you know, the actual tissue that the shoes come in. Even if they're like a certain colour that matches the logo, and like buy some stickers that you can actually wrap it up and then put a sticker on it. It's just making the
whole process, basically,
and even like customizing the shoe boxes to match the design, and little things like that. They make a big difference, because then it actually puts that shoe in the fact that, okay, this is TJ Customs. So then it's more recognisable and stuff like that.
And again, this is like for like more people who are like actually like into like business per se, because again, there's like, you know, affiliates, and there's business partnerships that you can do. So kind of take it through like, how is I know obviously there might be certain things you can't necessarily like inform the audience about, but like the partnership that you have, is it like they have a percentage cut or whatever because obviously they host the website, or is it more the case where you have like a blocked out space because you do trainings, and maybe they have somebody else do like, you know, bags and stuff? So how is that partnership?
It's all actually mostly shoes.
Okay.
So there's different customizers on that website. So they do take a percentage. It's not much, but it's still a little bit, you know. So, but at the end of the day, the amount of orders I'm getting from it, I'm making it back anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's not too much of an issue. But obviously they're going to need their cut because they're still advertising your brand and your products. So I've had quite a few people actually saying that. Like, there's other customizers online that are much bigger than me that actually want to like collaborate and stuff like that. So I'm looking to do some things like that this year as well.
So you just touched upon a big point, which, you know, again, like I always say to anyone starting a business, it's super important. It's all about collaborations. I follow a lot of American young entrepreneurs, and one of the things they're talking about, especially in this 21st century, is social currency. I'm not sure if you heard about it, and that's all about how, like, you know how before it was all about investment. So you like, you know, buy this billboard, you know, try and like get your voice out there. Now a lot of things, especially when it comes to, you know, things which are like trendy like yours, it's like, like, you know, having a collaboration, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Instagram, about you and another artist who has obviously a big audience, because that way it's a lot more authentic, it's a lot more kind of down to earth, and people are like, oh, like, I love this person who I follow, and this other person is very similar. Like, I'm actually going to follow her as well, you know, and they kind of like complement each other as well. So, I feel like
it's quite a powerful thing to do, because then you're bringing two audiences together as well. Because then it's like my followers as well as his. So it's like double the amount. So it's all good, but collaborations are very important.
And is like a YouTube or another platform something you might be looking to do this year?
And YouTube as well, But
nice.
I'm just going to look into it, do you know what I mean? The collaborations are going to be quite big, to be fair. So I'm quite excited for them.
That's cool.
We're just thinking about what design to do at the moment.
As in like for a shoe?
For a shoe.
Okay, cool. There's that artistic kind of brain kind of going on. That's cool, that's exciting. And then again, so just a quick, so I know you touched on two other points that you want to kind of do this year. Your vision for your company, what other things would you like to do, let's say within like 2020, or even just saying going forwards?
I just want it to get really big, do you know? Like, literally, that's the end goal, do you know what I mean? With
Straight to the point, guys. Just want to get really big.
Just want to get really
Whole
big.
Whole campus and all my trainers, come on, let's make it happen.
But obviously it's not that easy. But I do want to start painting for like celebrities.
Okay,
so
love
like,
that.
Let's say I go to a concert or something and I get like, you know, a backstage pass or something. I want to actually make a shoe which fits them as a person. So then I can be like, okay, hold on. I've done this for you.
Yeah.
Because then even just that, like if I record that and put that on my Instagram, people are like, oh crap, like she painted for so and so.
Yeah,
like,
I want her to speak for me,
deal.
like, you know, it's
exactly.
like I'm on the same level of like LeBron James, like, you know, like he's got those trainers. Let's check out my.
Yeah, so like celebrity endorsement and stuff like that. I want to look into doing that too, just so it pushes it out there more. Because we spoke about obviously like collaborations and stuff. It goes down the same line.
100%. And again, so I actually want to still cover this because I know for so many businesses, especially in the era now. So one is obviously building a brand takes time. So, you know, it's quite easy to set up a website, you know, have the tasks that you do, but in order to get it, again, like, you know, if you want to make it big, one of the things that like we have to invest in is building the brand. And that's not just like, you know, like having like a very fancy website or having like, you know, like all your products elite, but it's also,
a lot more than
it's also, again, like we mentioned, the collaboration is also the long form content or the short form content. Again, all of this is to have your audience see your face multiple times to really get like as if like you're now close friends, you know, because once you build that relationship between you and your customers, they are way more happier to part with their money because they trust you, they like you, they've seen you, and they're just used to, you know, like your character. So they kind of feel part of the family. So
100%,
so I think that's a big one. That again, I want to encourage any of you that if you are starting a business, like, you know, one of the things that we will be doing is obviously we have our event coming up, which is 25th of February, but then we also have a follow-up workshop, which is, you know, might be hosted by yourself or somebody else in the e-com space to kind of give you like a short guide to like how to kind of get started, because we're all about, again, not just being inspired, being slightly educated, but actually helping you guys get to the stage where you can actually get your idea, get your business off the ground. Because I know a lot of you are students, you have some ideas, but whether you feel like you're not ready yet, or whether you feel like you just don't know how to plug certain things in, again, that's what the workshop is all there for. We help you, you know, launch your website, because again, myself as well as my other teams, we've built several websites for different businesses, and again, it's a fraction of the cost. I know some of you thinking, oh, it cost me like, you know, £100 to £1,000 to build a website. You can build a website today for less than £10. All right, so we'll take you through in that workshop how to kind of go about setting up your domain, either using WordPress or using another kind of platform, which will help everything just kind of be simple for you guys to fill in what needs to be done for a website. But additionally, especially for e-commerce, also helping you guys know the different payment systems, so that at the end of the day you can take money, you know, from the online store. So we'll kind of give you a short crash course into understanding PayPal, understanding Stripe, so that again you guys can know, okay, I've got this website and now I've attached my payment gateway, and now I can go to bed knowing that if somebody clicks this button, this money ends up going into some account. And then you just wake up the next day, it's like, oh my days, let's repeat, you know what I mean? So, and again, it's a simple 3 steps, but the thing that follows up after that, like I mentioned, guys, is that we have to look to creating plans to increase our brands. Because yes, somebody might buy your product, but that might end up being a fluke. How do you then take it to the stage where it's now consistent? You know, so again, that's what we'll kind of dive in a bit more afterwards. Maybe even yourself, you might even release a short course for them as well, so that they know.
Just make sure you're there, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, So let's go back to it. So take us through one of your items. Let's let the audience see. So she's been having this box here. You might have been able to see it, but yeah, we're gonna.
So one of the first custom. They are a bit
dirty. Oh my days! That's cool. No, that's cool.
This was the first custom I did for myself.
Nice. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
And bring it towards camera.
So it's a Bart Simpson, Louis Vuitton.
God damn.
Pink shoe.
Nice.
So that was the first one that I did for myself.
Yeah.
It went quite well, to be fair, but like looking at this compared to the ones that I'm doing now, there is a big difference.
Yeah, your skill levels are ranked up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I'll probably say, and again, this is like the other cool thing. So for some of you who don't know about customizing shoes, so basically you buy them where it's just a fresh white canvas
literally
trainers.
It's all plain white.
Yeah. And then you go through, like, how long would it normally take you to paint up a shoe?
So I say a turnaround time of 3 weeks max, only because it depends on how many orders I've got, or like uni work, or, you know, any emergencies or anything like that. But like, for example, this took me probably like a day to like fully do, like including breaks and stuff. So like, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's just depends how quick I want to work. You know what I mean?
And again, like, this is the beauty about it, like the extreme beauty about it. When you have a business and when you have a brand, your customers are willing to wait as long as it's needed. Like they just want they just want it to be perfect.
Exactly.
You know? So if you told them like, and this is again will be for when you want to really leverage yourself out, you know, as like one of the best. It's like it takes me 3 weeks or so to make the best shoe for you. Like I don't want to be rushed, and people respect that. People appreciate that. It's kind of like for Christmas. Like I'm waiting 3 weeks, can't wait for these trainers. You know, so that's actually a great advantage as like a marketing aspect to it, is just, you know, creating some sort of scarcity. So no, that's cool.
No, that's definitely, because like, I've had some customers wait and then they've literally told me like I started crying when I opened the box. I'm just like, oh my god.
Nice.
It's a bit extra, but love that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially when they come and pick the shoes up, it's just nice to see how happy they are when they finally get it.
Yeah.
When they send me pictures of them wearing it and stuff. But not every customer's amazing though, not gonna lie.
Yeah, of course.
You're obviously gonna have those ups and downs. Like I've had a few customers that have sent me a picture of like a shoe that's like scratched or something.
Okay.
And then they've said like I've sent it like that.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see that they've been worn.
Yeah.
So like one customer, for example, he sent me it, and I think this bit was Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
It was a grey print.
Yeah.
And one of them had actually been like scratched, like the actual leather had been scratched into. So obviously the paint's gonna come off. The leather's being scratched. And he tried to accuse me of like sending it to him like that. And then he was like, I'm gonna put it on I'm Just Bait, I'm gonna put it here, I'm gonna put it there. And I was just like, I didn't do that. So like with things like that, obviously it's a bit of a setback, but you need to understand that not everything's going to be perfect when you're doing your business. Like there's going to be times where people are going to try and test you and try and be like, well, hold on, you've sent me a faulty product, or you're doing this or you're doing that. But as long as you know that you've put the effort and you've done the process correctly, that's all it all that counts.
So we'll talk about real rawness here, and I think this is so. As much as I'm excited to talk about all the highlights about business and all the great stuff that kind of comes with it, there are things that go wrong all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
And
but you shouldn't let them push you back.
Yes.
So like, if there is something that's gone wrong, it's just a learning curve.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
100%.
You shouldn't let that just push you back and think, hold on, I don't want to do this anymore.
It's
easy to do that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people probably have a business idea, but they're not actually willing to do it because they're scared of what could go wrong.
Yeah.
But that's with anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had so many customers that have been, just, not great.
Yeah.
But then like 10 times that are amazing.
Yeah.
So it's just, you need to outweigh it properly.
Yeah. And would you say now, looking back, like it's still worth it? Given even all the customers who have frustrated me, it's still worth it because
100%. Yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, like it makes me happy. We're making money, obviously. Yeah, of course. But just the excitement that they have once they've received the product, knowing that you've produced that, it's a big deal.
Yeah. And what's great as well, which is you have a passion-driven product as well. It's not just like
it's really important to do that.
Yeah. So again, it's like a Tesla. It's like people don't like your product; they fall in love with your product. And that's what actually can even make it fly to some degree. So again, another key aspect in business as well. So again, and I'm gonna kind of bring it towards a close, but I just wanted to give you guys a taster of, again, like this kind of dynamic, what's all about, because I want to encourage you students that I know, because myself, when I was at uni about 2-3 years ago, how I didn't have this like people around me. Even just starting up my very first business, there was probably only one person in this particular building, and it was like a little bit discouraging. But I had to kind of find my way, resource with books and a few other people to just keep me on the track. But what's great now is that we have this event coming up where you can meet not just yourself, but so many other speakers who will be that kind of like inspiration for you, and you go to this university, so they can even like talk to you as well.
100%. I'm open to that.
Exactly, definitely. And like learn from you as well. I'm sure no, but this is the thing, because I remember when I was very first starting off, like anything like regarding business that student was doing, I was like, that's inspiring. Like I would love to like learn from them, because for me, I was like, in my first year, I was like no practical exposure to that. I just knew a bit of theory, but I was like, I hadn't actually got my hands into it. So I know how beneficial it can be. So like I said, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm super excited for the event to come. Make sure to grab your tickets down below. I'll put a link down below. Also, again, if you want to potentially be in it for the follow-up course or the workshops, again, there'll be the different submission pages for that. And I'm super excited because this event it's one that we're relaunching. So we used to have these events 2 years ago, and we had about 5 for the whole year. All of them are jam-packed. We have, different types of speakers. We have food, we have music, we have the networking afterwards. Guys, I'm telling you, if you've been to any event on campus, which is about business, this one is like no other. So it's definitely worth signing up. It's definitely worth booking a ticket in advance, get that early bird, and we'll see you at the event. All right?
Make sure you're there.
Yeah. So do you have any last words for them? Either regarding your business or even regarding, again, just like students in general?
Just don't give up.
Don't give up.
Just leave it there. So like, if you do have a business plan or something, I don't think there's ever a right time to start it. As long as you make that first step, that's what you want to do. It's important to just go for it. And as I said, there are going to be ups and downs, but just make sure that you go past the downs and look towards the goods instead, and like think about how important it is to actually come through with what you're passionate about. But yeah, just don't give up with it, and we'll see you there, hopefully.
Awesome. Over and out. See you guys there. Take care.